Victoria's lockdown is being extended. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, or for those of you in Victoria, stein of beer, even though, well, it's the afternoon. Yeah, you can pretend. Because sadly, it looks like, well, the lockdowns in Victoria are going to be extended. Let's start by having a listen to what Premier Daniel Andrews has to say about this.
What I want to make clear to all Victorians is we have made great progress. We have avoided thousands of cases. Knowing what we know now, lockdown was the right course. That was the right call at the right time. It was and remains very challenging, but we will not be ready to lift this lockdown at midnight tomorrow night. I know it's frustrating that I can't stand here now and tell you.
Well, there you go. The lockdown won't be lifted tomorrow night. And there's no, well, of course, he's an advocate for lockdowns. They think it works, even though it's the fifth time that it's happened. And the damage to the economy and people's livelihoods, you'd think the original argument, flatten the curve. Okay, a lot of people could appreciate that. What have we done in the last year and a half to prepare our medical services to have greater capacity and ability to deal with the issues that arise from this illness? Can someone let me know? Yeah. Be interesting to see how we've prepared. Where's the marketing campaign highlighting the fact that obesity and being overweight can significantly increase your requirement for hospitalization if you get this illness? Where is that? That's not some make-believe bullshit. That's actual. There's medical evidence based on that. Or would that hurt the fee-fees too much? Perhaps it would.
You exactly what rules and what time frame will apply beyond midnight tomorrow night. But we want to make, just to explain why that's the case, the Chief Health Officer will provide advice to me and my senior colleagues. That will occur overnight tomorrow morning.
So you can see who's actually running the state. Not the Premier, the Chief Health Officer. It's not surprising. Remember, two weeks, guys.
And it'll be based on the best information, the most complete set of facts that we can possibly pull together. That means the results of today's interviews, the results of today's testing, the results of tests that are in the lab now. All of those things will be taken into account, and we will make a decision that is in the interest of all Victorians and in the interest of avoiding what is occurring in other parts of our country.
There you go, guys. You know, in the interest of all Victorians, your freedoms, your ability to run your business will all be restricted.
Do not want that to happen here. And I think that knowing what we know now, having seen what's unfolded during this lockdown, these last 4 days, we know that if we had been open, then we would be just like Sydney. We would have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cases. And we would not be looking at a short lockdown. We'll be looking at something entirely different. We wish them well, and we want them to be as successful as possible, as fast as possible, because if there's a problem there, then there's an ongoing challenge for all of us. But we will not be, I'm sorry to say, ready to lift these restrictions at midnight tomorrow night. To do so...
Is anyone surprised, really? I'm just waiting for when Brisbane gets our round of lockdowns again.
Would not be the right thing to do. It would be perhaps a few days of sunshine, and then we'd be very high chance we'd be back in lockdown again. That's what I'm trying to avoid. We're trying to make sure we do this properly.
How would you feel if you were in a retail business in Melbourne? You know, open, close, open, close, open, close. It'd be a nightmare. It really would.
And bring these cases to an end, close off those chains of community transmission, and then open with a sense of confidence that we can stay open. I know this is not the news that people want to hear, but you've got to do the right thing. This thing is moving so fast, it's so challenging, it's so dynamic that we have to be on our guard, and we have to make sure that we make the best calls, because you only kind of get one chance to do that.
So there you go, everyone. Victorian lockdowns have been extended. Now, I'd like to just draw one thing to everyone's attention. Let's put this in a little bit of some perspective. And I'll bring this, this chart here. Now, what we're looking at here is Victoria. Everyone, we're looking at Victoria. No? Yes, we are. And what we'll do is I'll click here. There we go. This is showing the case fatality ratio in Victoria. 3.94%, everyone. And if we go back to here, we can see the total number of cases that have occurred in Victoria. You've got to understand there is a lot of concern in the media. They're reporting all on the number of cases. But what we should be looking at is how to mitigate the risk, how to mitigate the chance of hospitalization. Doesn't seem to be happening, does it? The default is now just lockdowns. It's the easiest. It's the most expedient politically. People feel like they're doing something. People will, they'll be worried, they'll be scared at home. There's this virus, there's nothing really they can do about. There's no advertising from the government telling them to, get healthy, lose weight. That's a simple way you can reduce your chance of hospitalization. It's something everyone can do at home. None of that. It's just, lockdowns, lockdowns, lockdowns. There were arguments against lockdowns. There's evidence that's come out that it hasn't had a material impact on the transmission and mortality of this illness. But I guess it's not even discussed anymore. Hardly anyone is being critical of it. Well, Melburnians, I feel sorry for you. Sorry that you have to go through that. I mean, what is the takeaway? What's the solution to this? We have to remember and be aware that nothing comes for free, that there is significant cost that future generations are going to bear for all of this intervention. Where's the preparation come into place to increase the capacity of our medical system so we don't have to lock down for such smaller numbers? Where is the investment in infrastructure to allow us to handle that? Where's the incentive to make it happen? Don't worry, just lock down. What do you reckon? What do you think, guys? Are you a fan of these continued lockdowns? Do you think they'll ever go away? Or do you think they will win elections? As always, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one in the comments down below. If you're a fan and enjoy the content we create here, there are a few ways you can support us. Join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for SelfWealth or Stake. Use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve or AussieBroadband. Buy a merch from HeiseSays. Use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint or support us via PayPal. Also, join us on Twitch tonight for our live show where we're discussing distance education, which sadly is going to become more and more common. One of the advantages is, once you've done homeschooling and distance ed, you realize you can actually do it and you might get a better outcome in the end. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.